Good evening. I'm Ozzie, and I am God's gift to women. Fly open or something? Well, God's gift. Oh, I get it. Well, seems we have some people here tonight who obviously don't believe in God. All right, maybe you believe in God. You just don't think he's capable of giving a gag gift. Well, I'm glad to be here tonight, but you know, I know a lot of people who don't even go to comedy clubs anymore. They say, Ozzie, he says, most comedians nowadays are just so foul-mouthed and obscene. We just don't think that's funny. Well, fortunately, none of those people are here tonight. No, what I mean is, fortunately for you people here tonight, I want to assure you that I've removed all offensive material from my act, thank you. And good night. No, while I wouldn't be able to do my act, say, in a church, I'm not going to say anything up here that I wouldn't be able to say in front of my own mother. But then Mom talks like a drunken sailor, so brace yourselves. I see, that's a lie. My mother is just the opposite. She is probably the most innocent, naive person you would ever meet in your entire life. And to illustrate that point, I would just like to share with you the following absolutely true story. Mom had just gotten back from seeing the movie E.T. for the first time. Now, if any of you are old enough to remember when this movie first came out, there was all kinds of talk around about what a warm, sensitive movie it was. And E.T. was so cute, it was so emotional, and people were in the theaters crying, you know, a real touching film, right? Well, my mom is a warm, sensitive person. So I figured she's going to be enthusiastic about this movie. So I asked her how she liked it. Oh, it was good. Well, that didn't sound very enthusiastic, but, well, that boy Elliot called his brother a name that just doesn't make sense. So I said, well, what name was that? Well, he called him penis breath. Oh man, it was right then that I was like a deer in the headlights. Because if I had just heard my mother say the word penis, that would have been shocking enough for me. But I'll tell you, nothing prepared me for the day that I would hear my sweet, innocent mother utter the phrase, penis breath. But you know, just like the deer in the headlights, I had to stand there and let that vehicle get just a little bit closer. Because doggone it now, I'm curious. Because I'm wondering, what is not to get here? But I was so shocked, all I could do was just stand there and say, yeah? Now friends, I swear to you, these are her exact words. I'm not making this up. She said, well, penises don't breathe. Oh. Oh, Mom. Oh, no. I mean, millions of people have seen the movie E.T. all over the world. People have seen this movie. Many of them moved so deeply, so emotionally, that a chord struck deep down within their soul that moved them to tears. This movie did that much for them. What does this movie do for me? I get to explain penis breath to my mother. Thank you, Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg, child pornographer. Now, if you're familiar with this movie, you know that that line occurred within like the first 10 minutes of the movie starting. So now I know why my mother didn't like the movie. I mean, how could you possibly enjoy a movie if you're sitting through most of it pondering the origins of penis breath? It just can't be done. And I got another little tip here for you. Take it from me. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're male or female. I don't care if you're gay or straight, experienced or inexperienced, cool or uncool. When you're talking to your mother, and the subject is penis breath, let's just say that's not a time when you want to come off sounding like some kind of an expert. might be wondering, Ozzie, how would you answer that question? I said, well, I'd say it beautifully, because I was thinking fast that day, boy. Because I said, Mom, neither do onions. But you can still get onion breath. Absolutely true, I ain't kidding. You know, but you know, I think since that time, my mother has become much more aware of just what kind of a sick world we're really living in, and one of the ways she's chosen to deal with it is by using her sense of humor, which I think is great. Except that sometimes she'll use it at a time when you just plain aren't expecting it. Another true story. I was a few weeks away from the day I was to be married. Mom decided it's time to give her son some motherly advice on the topic of marital relations. And this is how she chose to do it. You know, sex isn't always going to be... Oh, no. And all I am thinking is, Mom, with that image now permanently chiseled in my memory for the rest of my natural life, sex never is going to be. How she got from penises don't breathe all the way up the... It's beyond me. Well, that's about my time. I've shared with you a few things from my mother. I'd like to share something with you, some advice that my grandfather once gave me, and I'd like to share it with you tonight. He said, see a penny and pick it up, and all the day you'll feel like a damn fool because you split your